And welcome back to the Moomba Masters 2013 and a glorious day in Melbourne. And we move to the women's slalom final. Well, first competitor from France, Anaïs Ahmad, opening with her 12-metre pass. Stands up a little around boy number one, but eases away into two. Waiting for three there. Stands up a little out of three. Well, having a bit of trouble on the 1-3 side today is Anaïs Ahmad. She's going to have to really work to run 12. Just angles down and digs in and round 6 and out through the gates.
Yeah, that's right, Rob. When we look at the slalom event, and between the centre of the course and the boy is, of course, 11.5 metres, and the rope length we've got now is 11.25, and she works into boy number 2 and unfortunately can't make it to boy number 3. So 2 boys on the 11.25 for Anaïs Ahmad from France.
Well, you could tell she was disappointed too. Just stood the ski up around 2 and just couldn't put it together. Well, Gina Kruger from Germany comes in on a 14-metre pass from the bridge end. Eases into 2. Well, she's looking very calm and composed. A little bit of slack rope out of 3, but no problem there at boy number 4. Round 5 on the 14-metre pass. And Gina Kruger making nice work of that opening 6 boys.
Yeah, that's right, Rob. And now we're bringing her in from the Melbourne city end. Of course, on a 13-metre line now. And these ski nautiques, the beautiful wakes of the ski nautiques makes it perfect for the slalom event, as there's no wakes that these skiers cross. She's around boy number 4. Looks good in number 5 here on a 13-metre line for Gina Kruger from Germany.
Well, now she's going to shorten up to 12 metres. Now, I think in the finals, you're going to have to run this pass to really have a go at the event. So she turns. Oh, and she overturns. Well, disappointment there for Gina Kruger as the ski buries and her finals are finished.
So we move now to Karen Truelove from the USA on a 12-metre line. Of course, the boat speed for all of these girls is 55 Ks. She's around boy number 2. Looks good into 3, Karen Truelove. Chasing a lead of 2 boys on the 11.25, so she needs to run this pass into boy number 5. Now working hard into 6, Karen Truelove from the USA completes the 12-metre line.
Looking very neat and comfortable too on the 12-metre pass, Karen Truelove, but chasing Anaïs Ahmad's score at 2. Well, here she comes. She gets great angle through the gates, turns around 1 as Karen Truelove. She's fighting around 1 as the ski stood up a little. Great turn out of 2. Turns around 3. Oh, she gets into the lead, does Karen Truelove. Oh, but couldn't take it any further. But still a new leader from the USA, Karen Truelove.
Yeah, and if we go to replay, Rob, she looks good into boy number 1. Angles that ski around boy number 1. Through the wakes, the Nautique. Good turn into 2. Probably sat back a little bit on the ski, a little bit of slack line as well. Into boy number 3. Just couldn't get the angle she got out of boy number 2. So only 3 boys on the 11.25, but she is our new leader.
Now we go to France and Clémentine Lucine. One of the favourites for this event, I would expect. And she's coming in. We're seeing her on the 12-metre pass as she turns around 4, just stood the ski up a fraction. Now takes in the next turn boy. Angles around boy number 5. Sets herself for 6, and well, she had to work for it, but Clémentine Lucine running the 12-metre pass.
Yeah, that's right, Rob. We'll now bring her in from the Melbourne city end. She's chasing the score of 3 boys on this 11.25. Can she take the lead? She's around boy number 1. Same start as we saw from Karen Truelove, edging into 2. Oh, she's around number 3. Can she hold on to the strain? Oh, 3 boys, a tied lead here in the women's slalom final.
Well, a tense situation now as we go to Emma Shears from Australia. This is her 12-metre pass. She absolutely has to complete this pass because her mind is knowing that the lead score is 3 at 11. So here's Emma. Turns around 3. Well, she's on time and running it nicely. A tiny bit of slack rope out of 3, but gets it back together quickly. Turns around 5. She's on time here. Round 6 and out through the gates. An excellent work there on the 12-metre pass, Emma Shears.
Yeah, it was a beautiful pass there from Emma. We now shorten her up to the 11.25, chasing the score of 3 boys on this pass. See what she can do. She's around number 1. Gets good angle out of boy number 2. Oh, she's into 3. Can she take the lead? She's working hard into 4. She's around boy number 4. Oh, look at this. She's into 5. Can she run the pass in the 11.25? Edges to 5 and into 6 and just can't hold onto the handle. So Emma Shears takes the lead with 5.5 on the 11.25.
And as we go to replay, well, this is vintage Emma Shears. She gets behind early in the pass, but she absolutely will not give up. She uses her strength and experience to keep it down the course and finally just couldn't get through the gates as much as she tried. Oh, great stuff from Emma Shears, the Australian.
Yeah, we now go to our top seed in this women's slalom final, and it is Whitney McClintock from Canada. Coming in from a 12-metre line from the city end, she needs to run this pass if she wants to be on the podium here at the Moomba Masters. She looks good into buoy number 3, edges through the wakes of the Nautique. Buoy number 4 looks good. She looks pretty clean on this 12-metre line, does Whitney McClintock from Canada, and there's 6 boys on the 12-metre line for the superstar, Whitney McClintock.
Okay, here with Australian Emma Shears. You've won 3 slalom titles already, 5.5 at 11. Do you think it's going to be enough to take the win?
Well, I'm not sure. Whitney ran that pass yesterday and I was really trying to scrape it out there today. It wasn't the best start I'd had, but look, it got better every round and I was just really pleased to still be out there fighting it out in the final.
You've had a couple of years off pro tournaments. How do you come back and be still at the top of your game?
Well, I think I've worked really hard in the off-season and, we've been really lucky. I have my own site now at Oz Ski Resort in Queensland, so I'm pretty excited to be opening that soon, and just helps when you've got your own place to train, so it's been awesome.
Congratulations, Emma. Guaranteed podium. Great stuff.
Thanks very much.
And as Whitney McClintock comes on course at 11.25 metres, she knows that Emma Shears has negotiated buoy 6 but hasn't gone out through the gates. She's got to run this to win the event. Takes around 2. Not the greatest angle out of 2, but she won't give up either. And she turns around 4. Oh, Whitney McClintock reaches for buoy 5 and she gets to 6, but can she get the gates? And she wins. And Whitney McClintock from Canada takes out the women's slalom final. Well, she's going to come back now on a 10.75 metre line.
Yeah, and here she comes now from the city, and just to put on a show for us here at the Moomba Masters. Let's see what she can do on the 10.75. She's into 1, reaches long and hard into 1, edges to 2. She's around buoy number 2. And there you go, your 2013 Moomba Masters Women's Slalom Champion, Whitney McClintock from Canada.
Okay, your 2013 Women's Slalom Champion, Whitney McClintock. Does it get any better than this?
I'm so happy to be back at the Yara. Last year I came out with a win in tricks and slalom. This morning I fell a little early in the tricks, so it's so nice to go out there and keep my title as slalom champion.
And the results come through for the women's slalom final. 3rd place, Karen Trullo from the USA. Emma Shears in a very exciting finish from Australia in 2nd place. And the winner, Whitney McClintock from Canada.
And we move now to the men's slalom final. And on the water is the superstar from Great Britain, Andy Mapple, who's had 8 years out of Moomba Masters tournaments, has made his way back here to perform for you on this 12-metre line. Let's see what he can do. Andy Mapple from Great Britain around buoy number 4. Looks good into number 5. I tell you what, that's an easy pass there on a 12-metre line at 58 Ks for Andy Mapple from Great Britain.
And glorious conditions here on the Yarra, and a record crowd too for the slalom here this afternoon. Absolutely fantastic spectacle as the maestro comes back at 11.25 metres. Andy Mapple turns around buoy 2. What a great turn out of 2. This is how you slalom ski, ladies and gentlemen. And around 4 and angles into 5 now. Andy Mapple, oh, he looks so comfortable as he completes the 11.25 metre pass.
Yeah, it was a beautiful pass, Rob, there from Andy Mapple. Just stayed in control of that slalom ski the whole way through that pass. Now we've shortened him up to the 10.75. See what he can do. He's in the lead currently. Big score on the board he needs to post with 7 competitors still to come into buoy number 3 now. Oh, just tries to overturn buoy number 3. Can't get the angle to buoy number 4. So 3 boys on the 10.75 line for Andy Mapple from Great Britain.
Now the Australian record holder, Nick Adams. Well, he's the only Aussie in the field. He's starting at a 13-metre rope length. Let's see what Nick can do in his opening pass. Round buoy 2, looking very smooth. He's a tall lad as he turns around buoy number 3. Angles around 4. Glorious conditions on the Yarra. And Nick Adams makes short work of the opening pass on a 13-metre rope length.
Now we cross to the dock to Andy Mapple.
Here with the legend of the sport, Andy Mapple. Andy, how are conditions out there?
Conditions are really nice. I just kind of went, when I got out on my first pass, I just saw that there was a little bit of a kind of a headwind on that first pass. So I figured, hey, I'm first out. I got to go for it and lay it out there. So I figured my best shot was to take that, the 10.75 into the headwind. That's why I opted up.
So back on the water now with Nick Adams from Australia on this 12-metre line. See what he can do here. Looks good into boy number 2. Oh, just clipping the boy there, Nick Adams from Australia. And that puts him out of contention here at the Moomba Masters for 2013.
Now on 11.25 metres, we go to Chris Parrish from the USA. Hugely tall man and one of the favourites for this event. Turns that boy 1 and looking good on 11.25. Keeps the line beautifully tight. Does Chris Parrish. Turns around 4. Well, he's all over this pass. I think he waits for boy 5. Angles into 6 and Chris Parrish. Wonderful 11.25 metre pass.
Here with local boy Nick Adams, your first Moomba Masters Slalom final. How did you find it out there, mate?
I felt okay. It was a shame. I just sort of clipped that ball and, the Yarra, it's like one little mistake, it's game over. So, I'll be back next year. But, yeah, first Moomba final, felt pretty good.
All right, so we're back on the water now with Chris Parrish from the USA. We've shortened him up now to the 10.75. Chasing 3 boys from Andy Mappel. Looks good into 2. Does the tower. Chris Parrish is around boy number 3. There's your new leader here in the men's slalom final. He's around boy number 5. Can he make it out through 6? Chris Parrish. They completed 10.75 here at the Moomba Masters.
Well, that was an incredible 10.75 metre pass, and now we're going into record territory as 10.25. Chris Parrish. Let's see what he can do on this one. Turns around 1, gets a pretty good start 2, stretching as far as possible on 2. Oh, gets to 3 on his round 3, and Chris Parrish, well, he's happy with that performance. 3 on the 10.25 metre line.
Yeah, you got to remember, Rob, between the centre of the boat course out to the buoy is 11.5 metres. So Chris, being a tall guy, stretches right in for boy number 1. Looks good around number 2. Gets the angle of that slalom ski. Works hard into 3. A little bit down course, but 3 boys on the 10.25. We'll have a chat to him now on the dock.
Okay, I'm on the dock with Chris, the Tower Parrish, skiing an equal course record. I mean, when you get congratulated by Andy Mappel on how he skied, you must have skied well.
I'm a little choked up, but it was a dream of mine to be able to go out and do what I just did. Humongous.
Very emotional Chris Parrish down here on the dock. Okay, congratulations there, mate. Certainly got to be enough to take the win.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Now on the 11.25 metre line, Will Asher from Great Britain. Well, after a little bit of disappointment last year, he dearly wants to make amends in this final, does Will Asher, as he angles into 3. Looking good so far on the 11.25 metre line. Oh, a great turn out of boy 4. Oh, he's a great slalom skier, is Will Asher, and no problems on the 11.25 metre line. 6 successful turns.
Yeah, that's right, Rob. It was a beautiful start there from Will. See what he can do now on the 10.75. Edges into 1. A little bit shaky at 1, but still on the pass. Looks good around boy number 2. Creates the turnaround 3, or a little bit down course at 3. He's going to have to work harder into 4. Oh, he's down course at 4. He's around number 5. Is he going to make it out to number 6? Unfortunately, no. 5 boys on the 10.75.
And as Thomas de Gasperi comes on course, just news through official score for Will Asher, 0 on the 10.75 metre line, so disappointment there for Will. Okay, Thomas de Gasperi, the Italian, turns around 3, angles into 4, 11.25 metre line, looks no problem for Thomas as he winds in boy 6 and out through the gates, and a good looking 11.25 metre pass.
Yeah, so Thomas de Gasperi from Italy, chasing the score of Chris Parrish of 3 on the 10.25. Needs to run this pass if he wants to put himself on the podium. Oh, a little bit shaky there at boy number 2 into number 3. Oh no, can he make it back to the wakes? 3 boys on the 10.75 for Thomas de Gasperi from Italy.
And as we go to replay, we see he gets a pretty good turn out of 2. Body position a little shaky, but got great angle. Then he comes out of boy 3. Well, he was way too fast into 3. Just gets himself back to the wake for the extra points.
We now move to the Czech Republic's Adam Sedlmeyer on the 11.25. Needs to run this pass if he wants to be on the podium here at the Moomba Masters. He looks good around boy number 2. Oh, easy as you like into number 3. Working into number 4. A little bit down course there at 4. But I tell you what, a beautiful 11.25 from Adam Settlemeyer for the Czech Republic, chasing the score, of course, of Chris Parrish's 3 on the 10.25 metre line.
Well, the top end of the seeding order all looking comfortable on the 11.25, but this is where it counts. The 10.75 for Adam Settlemeyer. Turns around 2. He's still in the game. Gets to 3 and straightens around 3. Oh, he's just inside 4, so 3 on the 10.75 for Adam Settlemeyer will be the final score.
Yes, a nice slaloming out here from the superstar from the Czech Republic, Adam Settlemeyer. We move now to Canada's Jason McClintock. We've just seen his sister take home the women's title. See what he can do here on a 12-metre line from the city end. He's around number 2. Looking good in his 3s, Jason McClintock. Cruises into boy number 4. Early as you like for number 5, and I tell you what, that's a beautiful 12-metre pass there from Jason McClintock from Canada.
Looking comfortable. Now we go to the dock and catch up with Adam Settlemeyer.
How was it out there?
Oh, it was awesome. You know, I love skiing on the Yarra River. It's very challenging conditions, and it always gets the best out of every skier. So it's definitely one of the best tournaments there is on the planet as of now.
And being a 3-event skier, do you find you're a little bit of a disadvantage training for 3 events still?
Oh yeah, I mean, I love all 3 events and that's why I do it, but I definitely feel a little bit tired, you know. I mean, I've taken 9 sets or 10 sets so far, and my muscles are sore, but you know, all you can do is just stay strong and pull through it.
Great to see you in the final for slalom. Hope to see you back next year.
Thank you.
Okay, so back on the water now with Jason McClintock from Canada. He's now on the 11.25. He needs to run this pass if he wants to be on the podium here at the Moomba Masters. He's into boy number 3. Looking good into 4. Turns number 4. Just tries to overturn boy number 4. So that ends his campaign here at the Moomba Masters from Canada, Jason McClintock.
Now on a 12-metre line. The USA sensation Nate Smith. He's our top seed here at the Moomba Masters, looking extremely comfortable on this 12-metre rope length. Turns around, boy number 3, and this is a very smooth and composed looking start for Nate Smith on the 12-metre rope length.
Yeah, Rob, Nate just makes it look so easy, that 12-metre pass. We're going to shorten him up now to the 11.25 from the city end and see what he can do. He waits for the opportune time to turn through the gates. He's around boy number 1, looks good. Nate Smith, early as you like for number 2, just turns those slalom boys ever so well. Easy into boy number 4, looking good through the wakes of the Nautique into 5. And I tell you what, there's a complete 11.25 for Nate Smith from the USA.
Yes, good looking pass there by Nate Smith, but we cross to Josh Lauder for some breaking news.
Drummer on the dock here, the slalom event for the men's. Nate Smith, after a video review, missing his gates on the 12-metre line. So Chris Parrish, your winner, with 3 boys on the 10.25 metre line.
So as the official results come in, we have in 3rd place Thomas De Gasperi from Italy. In 2nd place, Adam Settlemeyer from the Czech Republic. In your 2013 Moomba Masters Slalom champion, Chris Parrish from the USA. And we'll be back with more action after the break.